Good morning, everyone. It's Rolly. And for all of my Canadian friends, happy Thanksgiving. So today is Thanksgiving. I guess technically tomorrow's Thanksgiving, but most of us celebrate Thanksgiving today. So congratulations on everybody who has the opportunity to spend time with family and do some of that gathering together. And so, and for those of you who don't, then I hope that you have found something to do today that allows you to just be um, be taking care of yourself and that part. So I have not pulled cards from this deck in a while, and so it is the Aboriginal Dreaming deck, and I put in the deck. Or let me try this again. So the last time I used this deck is the cards that we ended up pulling is that I put them above my, and I don't know if you can see it. So above my calendar, which is empty, is to put it up on the top. So I really need to do this final quarter because I didn't do it last quarter. And so I need to get that calendar up and running because it makes it a lot easier for me to just at a glance see what's happening. But anyway, that's a whole other issue. But anyway, I put the messages above my calendar, and so that when I walk in the room, that the words were there and the messages were there. So this is the Aboriginal Dreaming Totems. Aboriginal Dreaming Totems by Mel Brown, and I have a few of her decks, and I really love them. And so I just want to make sure that this is going on because, as you know, we have trouble with that sometimes. Well, okay, why is that going on? It's not what I want. Perfect. It is working and no issues. So if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. So I'm going to pull our 3 group cards for this week. And so when I pulled these cards last time, we ended up with 8 cards. And so I'm going to start with our first group card. And so our first group card, and so for anybody who's new, that this is new for them, is the Oracle group card is about the Oracle group card is that there are 3 messages that we receive. Sorry, I got a message that popped up that I thought was relevant to right now, so I got distracted for a second. And apparently we're going to have jumpers with this one as well. And so the 3 group cards is the messages that we need to hear this week, and that will actually carry us forward. And so first one is reassessment. I'm having some trouble with I've had to shift where I'm positioned so that whether I can have my mic working better. So reassessment is the first word. So time to take another look at the situation. There are many possibilities. However, each possibility will lead you to the same outcome. You have nothing to lose. So that is our first group message. And then the next one is calm. And so breathe, heal your tired body, and allow your spirit to find peace. Without harmony, your healing journey will take much longer. And confident is our other one that jumped up, is you confuse confidence with ego. There is no shame in confidence. It's about knowing who you are and what you want, and most importantly, having the courage to stand in your own power. So this is one that is a big, huge message. So I'm actually going to put these back up on top of my calendar again this week. So I'm going to have to get a deck that I actually keep handy. So Marianne, your card is first. Frustration. So frustration. Your frustration is not a wasted energy, even if it is challenged positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. And then you had a jumper, which is preservation. So the message for preservation is reevaluate this battle as you are engaged in a hasty let me try this again. Reevaluate this battle as you are engaged in. A hasty retreat may be in order. Self-preservation may be the only thing salvaging. So whatever it is that you have that is frustrating you, you need to take a look at that self-preservation and figure out what is the situation that is going to be best suited for you. So that is your message. So Mary, you are next. Commitment. So commitment is your message, Mary. So ask yourself the question you often ask everyone else. What do you need? Listen to the answer and respond actively and committedly as you do for others in your life. So commitment. What do you need? So that is your message this week, Mary. Hopefully that makes sense for you. And Miss Lori Blair, I see that you are traveling. So I hope your travel has been good and that the wedding was a huge success. Your message is forgiveness. Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. The consequences will not be as bad as you think. So that is your message this week, Lori. Yes. Okay, so apparently I'm going to go and check. I am the right mind, body, heart, and soul. I'm in the right group. So I am going to go onto the Facebook group because maybe it's showing up differently on my phone. Facebook! I just tagged Melissa in it because she's asking whether or not I'm on. Ha! It's not showing up like that on my phone. It's showing up that I'm actually on live. Facebook, you drive me crazy. Okay, try this again. Okay, so now it's allowing it to show up the other way. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sorry, guys. So now that was, so I did do Lori's card. And so Kai, there's my frustration that Marianne's card was sharing. So Kai is next. Exhaustion. So Kai, you have exhaustion. So long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long term and worth sacrificing. Long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long term and worth every sacrifice made along the way. So apparently I just needed to really emphasize that one. So exhaustion is is what you need to be looking at this week. So what areas can you make sure that you are resting? What areas can you make sure that you are taking care of yourself? So hope that helps. And Aline has a jumper. sadness. Allow yourself the space to feel miserable, mourn what has been lost or what cannot be. If you don't take the time now, your sadness will catch up with you later when you're least expecting it. And indifference is the next one. So some of the things are worth worrying over, but this isn't one of them. Let go of the situation and reclaim the happiness that has been stolen from you via these past events. So, c'est ça ces messages cette semaine, Alienne. And Madame Francine. So there is for those of you who are not from our community, there's a lady in our community who is in her final stages of her illness, and she is creating her own celebration of life, and I'm really looking forward to taking part of that virtually. They've decided that they were going to do that virtually this week. And so it's actually really cool. So it's really cool that she's taking that step, and I'm really honored that she is sharing that with everyone. Francine, this is your message. Confidence. Confidence. Believe in magic. You don't need an explanation for everything. Trust it has happened for all the right reasons. Confidence. And then foolishness. You were worried that by letting go of your frustration, those who are responsible will perceive that they had won. Well, they have won because you are the only one suffering. So really important for you to be able to stand your ground and continue to be able to stand in your own power. Francine is really, really important for you. So whatever boundaries that you set, make sure that that is something that works for you, and that is something that you want to be able to hold to and hold true to it. So Richard's message. Ooh, nice. Nice for this family weekend. I'm not sure if you're home for the weekend. Joy. Lighten up. Find that hidden inner child. Have a play date. Laugh. Be silly. Dance and sing. It's time to have fun again. So hopefully you are having fun this weekend on this long holiday weekend. And all of my friends who are not in Canada, you guys will be celebrating your Thanksgiving at a different part, at a different time. I can smell the bacon. I'm cooking bacon in the oven I have my new Pampered Chef pan, and so I'm cooking bacon in it so that I can make some. Tomorrow I'm going to make Caesar salad, and so it is going to, we're going to have some homemade. My day is going really well. How is yours? So, Tracy O'Brien, your card is frustration. So your frustration is not wasted energy. If it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself, embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. And then you have daring. Find your voice and use it. Nice and loud, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. If you don't use it now, nothing will change. So I'm going to do our second group card. And so our second group card, we have another jumper. So we may have lots of cards for our group cards this week. Resilience. Resilience is our next message. Someone is protecting you from the truth because they are worried about your response. It's not their decision to make. You're tougher than they think. So someone is protecting you from the truth. And so we need to make sure that we maintain that resilience. Strength. So strength is our next message. You need to stand up and have an opinion because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. The decision will have long-term effects on your future. So that is your message. So Cindy, your message is next. Cindy, your message is sadness. Allow yourself the space to feel miserable. Mourn what has been lost or what cannot be. If you don't take the time now, your sadness will catch up. If you don't take the time now, your sadness will catch up with you later when you're least expecting it. So that is yours. So that is Cindy's message. Sagittarius Sun, Aries Moon, and Aries Rising. I am an Aries Sun, Aquarius Moon, and a Leo Rising. So you've got lots of fire in yours too. So Sabrina is next. Faith. Faith, Sabrina. Loving and letting go is not the one. Loving and then letting go is not the only one of the most challenging things that we can do. It's also the bravest. Take a deep breath and know this is right. So that is your message, Sabrina. I've got lots of other fire in my chart. So my air either blows my flame out or it actually perpetuates it. All depends. But I have lots of air. Lots and lots of air. Lots and lots of fire, I should say, not lots of air. I don't have a lot of air in my chart. Aquarius Moon is the most air that I have. Actually, I can't think of what other one has air. Okay. So, Allison, you're next. Discretion. Friendships are fantastic when there is equality in the relationship. Maybe it's time to undertake a quick audit of your friendships and to ensure that they are reciprocal. So, hope that answers for you this week. And I'm guessing that because Melissa still hasn't popped on, so I'm guessing that it's still not working properly in Facebook. So I'm just sending Melissa a message to see whether or not. Absolutely, I can. So Sharon, your card is next. Sharon, yours is richness. Search further. The deeper you explore this issue, the more truth you will find. It will be well worth the effort. So that is your message. And Christine Julian Smith. So Chris, you're next. And your message is confidence. Believe in magic. You don't need an explanation for everything. Just trust it all happened for all the right reasons. So that is a reminder, because I know that you live by that. So that is a reminder for you. Ethel, you are next. So Ethel, commitment. So you have this one as well. Ask yourself the question you often ask everyone else. What do you need? Listen to the answer and respond actively and committedly as you do for others in your life. So that is your message, Ethel. Tracy with an I. So I'm going to do Tracy and then Vicky, and then I will pull our final group card, and then I will continue on with the list. So I'll start with Tracy with an I. Tracy, you have forgiveness. So forgiveness says, trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. The consequences will not be as bad as you think. I just put that one in upside down. Vicky. On the weekly list, do you want me to put you on the weekly list? What is your first name so that I can add your name? because I come on every week. Oh, yay, Mélissa, t'es là. So, Umer, okay? I didn't know if that was just your pen name or whatever because it says Umer the first. Okay, Umer, I've added you to the weekly list. Okay, so Tracy with an I, your message is assuredness. It's time to challenge every situation. And I think, Tracy, I just pulled your card twice, but that's okay. It's time to challenge the situation and say, this is not good enough. Stand tall and take a stand. It's time to show the world just how damned tough you are. I can't stay long. We're going to Thanksgiving lunch. Yay. Yeah, and I even checked it, and it said that it was working from my phone, but when I went online, because I got your message again, I was like, that's just really weird. So Vicky is next. Responsibility. So do you guys still have turkey when you guys have Thanksgiving lunch, Melissa? Responsibility. Become discriminate about the people you choose to help. There are too many people in your life who don't take responsibility for themselves and instead rely on you to sort it out for them. So that is your message this week, Vicky. So pay attention. Oh, nice. My name means age in Arabic. So our final group card. Persuasion. So we have 3 cards because they jumped out. So persuasion. It's all about how you see the situation. If you're looking for negatives, you will find them because there are many. But try concentrating on the positive ones. There are plenty of them too. And then we have anger. So even though you are bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate self-control that lies within you. That's definitely something that I need that reminder this week. Questions. What are you thinking is absolutely correct? It takes courage to trust yourself, especially when everything points in a different direction. So those are our group messages. So we've got Tracy, Melissa, Bailey, Say, Tiziana, and then Umer. So I'm going to pull Tracy's card. Miss Trey, bravery. It's time to reel in your warrior spirit. Not all conflict has to be a fight. The wise warrior will choose their battles carefully, weighing up the risk down the road to the achievements. So that is your message. Say, boldness. Don't take this lying down. Get up and fight, but fairly. The fight will be remembered because of the respect and dignity you bring to the battle. So that is your message. Bailey. So Bailey. Ooh. Bailey's got a jumper today. Decisions. It's your decision whether you keep this up or let it go, but continuing will not change the circumstances or the outcome. Forgiveness. Trusting yourself is often harder than trusting others. Don't worry if you get this wrong. The consequences will not be as bad as you think. So those are your messages, Bailey. And if I'm not mistaken, I think your Aunt Tracy got that one. The forgiveness one, I think. Sai is next. Love. Beautiful. Before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to receive love first. If you open your heart to love, it will flow into your soul. And Tiziana is next. Curiosity. So do you guys celebrate Thanksgiving, Tiziana? So there is so much knowledge surrounding this decision you need to make. However, there are more options you have not yet considered. Slow down, and the right opportunity will present itself. And so, Umer, last but not least. So, decisions. It's your decision whether you keep this up or let go, but continuing will not change the circumstances or the outcomes. So that is your message for this week. And so I'm just going to go back through and I'm going to post these all up on my wall. So I've got questions, we've got anger, we've got frustration or persuasion, we have strength, we have resilience, we have confident, we have calm, and we have reassessment. So those are our group cards for this week. And I will be back next week and share our group cards. You're welcome. And so I will share our group cards again next week, as well as all the people that are on the list. If you are not on the list, if you hashtag weekly, I will add your name to the list if you would like to be added. So otherwise, I will chat with all of you guys later. And again, for all my Canadian friends, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.